Hi everyone, today I want to dive deep into the latest update on the Garmi Tank channel's car content. It's their 2026 installment, and there's a lot to parse. Expect an in-depth breakdown of the car features, performance, comparisons, and what this vehicle brings to the table. Let's get right into it. First off, the reveal. The 2026 Garmi Tank update builds upon last year's design, but with some notable refinements. The silhouette remains boxy and rugged, clearly honoring the tank legacy that Garmi is known for. Yet the new iteration feels more aerodynamic. Gentle tapers at the front and rear hint at improved airflow and reduced drag. That subtle design cue hints at better highway stability and fuel economy, though efficiency numbers are still under wraps. The front fascia gets a refreshed grille, prominent horizontal bars intersected by LED light strips, giving it a modern, aggressive face. The headlights are slimmer this year but still sizable, with adaptive matrix technology that supports corner illumination and selective high beams. Around back, the tail lights stretch across the width of the vehicle, connected by another LED bar, a trend we're seeing across many manufacturers. It gives the rear a wide, planted look. Moving down, the 2026 update includes larger wheels up to 22 inches along with beefier all-terrain tires. Garmi's latest model supports dynamic air suspension with adjustable ride height from a rather low stance for highway cruising to a lifted position for off-road clearance. A new underbody panel covers previously exposed area, enhancing aerodynamics and protecting components during rough terrain. The result: more confidence for overlanding or muddy trails. Pop the hood, and we get to the drivetrain, a plug-in hybrid system. More precisely, a twin-turbo V6 is paired with a pair of electric motors, one per axle, yielding a combined output around 520 horsepower and over 700 pounds-to-feet of torque. That's a class-leading figure, according to early teases. The pure electric range is stated at roughly 80 kilometers, around 50 miles, enough for short commutes or zero-emission running around town. Garmi also upgraded the battery pack density, using latest cell chemistry that's lightweight and efficient, helping offset the added hybrid components' weight. The system promises seamless transitions between power sources, with 3 core modes: F, hybrid, and performance. In F mode, the car runs quietly and emissions-free, perfect for urban environments. Hybrid mode balances efficiency and power, while performance mode prioritizes throttle response and torque curve, unlocking that 520 horsepower figure. In early tests, the 0-100 km/h sprint was clocked around 4.6 seconds, impressive for a vehicle of this size and electronically limited at around 250 km/h. For a rugged, off-road capable heavy SUV, those are serious performance perks. Real-world fuel consumption figures remain to be verified, but early estimates suggest low teens in liters per 100 Macron-km during highway driving and higher city ratings due to hybrid balancing. Inside, the cabin is where Garmi pushes comfort and technology. 6 or 7 seat layouts are available, with captain's chairs standard in the second row. Upholstery is upgraded, synthetic leather with contrast stitching or optional real leather on higher trims. Heated and ventilated seats all around, plus a heated steering wheel, make the climate control package feel luxurious. Center stack now hosts a 14.5-inch portrait infotainment touchscreen, running NATO 3.0, Garmi's latest UI. The system supports over-the-air updates, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and a built-in virtual assistant. That assistant can use natural language to adjust cabin temperature, navigation, ride height, music, even call up walkthroughs for off-road features. Expect smart over-the-air map updates for the off-road navigation system, with 3D terrain mapping and trail tracing. Instrument cluster is fully digital, a 12.3-inch display that can flip between traditional gauge layout and off-road telemetry roll angle, pitch, altitude, compass. There's also a head-up display unit projecting critical info onto the windshield: speed, navigation prompts, lane guidance. A new night vision infrared camera can detect pedestrians or animals on dark roads, overlaying heat signatures into the HUD. Storage is ample: cup holders everywhere, deep center console, rear under-seat cubbies, and a flat luggage board in the back that hinges to reveal more storage. Tailgate can open two ways, standard downward drop, or sideways swing for accessibility. A hands-free power tailgate is standard above meter trim. Tow hooks, roof or rack provisions, and hidden storage compartments under floor panels add to utility. Safety and driver assistance get a complete revamp. The 2026 Garmi tank carries Level 2 Plus autonomy, adaptive cruise with lane centering, highway autopilot, intelligent lane change assistance, automatic overtaking on highways when safe, and a junction pilot that can identify when it's safe to pull out across traffic. Garmi uses a suite of cameras, radar, and lidar under the front dash to achieve redundancy. They claim system redundancy, so if one sensor fails, others take over. Parking comes with a 360-degree camera, surround view lidar, and remote parking via app. Sellers and early reviewers note that self-driving works well up to 120 km/h, after which it prompts the driver to take over. Emergency steering assist and evasive maneuver assist are also included. Steering inputs and automatic braking to avoid pedestrians or animals crossing. Safety structure improvements include ultra-high strength steel frame, multiple crumple zones, side impact beams, and 6 airbag setup. The roof is rated for rollover scenarios, and there are additional underbody shields for when off-roading. Real-world crash tests aren't available yet, but Garmi is targeting 5-star NCAP ratings in Europe and top ratings from EASA and NHTSA in North America. Off-road capability is a major selling point. 4 selectable terrain modes: sand, mud, snow, and rock. These modes calibrate throttle mapping, traction control, ABS, suspension height, and torque split. There's also crawl control, low-speed cruise control that handles throttle and braking to ease technical trail driving. Differential locks are available electronically front and rear, and hill descent control adapts to angles up to 30 degrees. Ground clearance in lifted mode is stated near 300 macron, around 11.8 inches, a significant figure for a class-leading off-roader. Approach, breakover, and departure angles range from roughly 35-34 30 degrees, which are strong numbers. Wading depth is roughly 800 macron. Early testers were able to cross shallow streams and rough terrain with confidence. A skid plate package adds extra protection under vital components. On the software front, Garmi isn't just selling hardware, it's pushing continuous improvement. Over-the-air capability means owners should get monthly updates, adding new navigation maps, refining off-road traction management, even tweaking calibration of hybrid transitions. Quarantine-style gauge sets, like a virtual bulldog on the screen when in mud mode, may seem gimmicky, but it shows where Garmi wants to differentiate themselves in user experience. Remote diagnostics can predict component wear such as brake pads or battery health and schedule service proactively at the nearest certified shop. Owners can download Garmi's companion app, which provides remote start, stop, climate conditioning, charge scheduling, trip planning, and even off-road waypoint sharing. If two Garmi vehicles travel off-road in convoy, they can share position, direction, and alerts. Pretty smart for overlanding communities. All that tech comes at a cost. Official MSRP starts around $75,000 for base meter trim hybrid, going up over $95,000 for fully loaded off-road performance trims. Europe and UK pricing haven't been announced yet, but expected around A-85 A Macron K A-110 A Macron K. Higher trims add prototypes like winch package, off-road lights, reinforced bumpers, smart diff, longer range battery option, etc. Initial reservations opened in June 2025 with vehicle delivery expected starting Q1 2026. Garmi says US rollout is first, followed by Canada, Europe, Australia, then other global markets. Production bottlenecks mainly from chip and battery sourcing could delay deliveries up to 6 months in some regions. Let's compare it briefly against competitors. It's clearly targeting the Lamborghini Urus, Porsche Cayenne Hybrid, Land Rover Defender Hybrid, and upcoming Rivian R1S. Compared to Urus pure sport SUV, the Garmi tank sacrifices a bit of narrowed agility for real off-road pedigree and true hybrid power. Against Cayenne Hybrid, Garmi offers far more utility and rugged design. Defender Hybrid is closer in spirit, but Garmi promises more electrical range and power, plus more advanced autonomy and safety features. Versus Rivian R1S, an electric off-roader, Garmi holds an edge in power density and hybrid range, though it trails in pure F-only range and zero tailpipe emissions. Potential downsides: weight. The hybrid powertrain and battery pack push total mass to around 2,800 A Macron kg, 6,170 pounds, which contributes to slower handling than performance-focused rivals. Fuel economy is excellent in F mode, but in performance or harder terrain mode, thirst may skyrocket. Pricing is aggressive, but still steep. Real-world long-term reliability of the hybrid system in rough climates remains untested. Brake and suspension wear from off-road use likely requires more frequent maintenance. Insurance costs may be higher because of tech complexity. In summary, the 2026 Garmi tank update delivers an impressive package: muscular hybrid performance, substantial off-road chops, cutting-edge technology, and real versatility. If you want an SUV that can tackle the trail, tow your toys, but still offer civilized highway manners and a luxury cabin, this might be the most well-rounded choice yet. It's a bold step from Garmi, cementing the tank series as a legitimate challenger in the luxury SUV market. That's all for today's deep dive into the 2026 Garmi tank. Let me know in the comments which feature impressed you most: power, tech, off-road ability, or price, and what comparison you'd like next. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more. See you next time.